Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're in the Maritime Provinces of Canada for the Atlantic Nationals. The show takes place in Moncton, New Brunswick, and it draws cars from all over Eastern Canada and the Northeastern United States. Now, there's a whole weekend full of festivities planned, but today, the kickoff day, takes place right here on the downtown streets of Moncton. I love this kind of show, so let's get around and check out some of these maritime rides. Bill.
Dennis.
Great to see you, man.
Great to see you, too.
Looks like you've done it again.
It is fabulous weather.
Today is the official kickoff day right downtown here. I love downtown shows.
Yeah. Dennis, we're so fortunate. The city of Moncton supports us so tremendously, not to mention our sponsors, but the city closes off downtown for us 8 o'clock in the morning till midnight, and the place gets rocking. We actually had 110,000 people downtown last year.
Oh, you're going to hit that this year, and then some. I mean, with weather like this, this place is packed.
It is absolutely. And we've done really well with the participant count as well. We're up over 1,200 cars on Thursday. So we're looking, last year we were 1,601, and we're figuring around 1,800 cars.
That's incredible. This is what, the sixth year?
This is year 7.
Wow.
Year 7.
And it just seems to, grow every year.
We're just amazed. We're just so happy, so thankful. We've had great reaction from the crowd and tremendous support, and we keep hearing people talking about the show from far away places.
Yeah. Well, and it's wonderful that you got the city's backing. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world for something like this.
We always say this show couldn't happen anyplace but the city of Moncton. They are so much behind the show. You have no idea. They just go out of their way. We actually had a street torn up about 6 feet deep and 30 feet long, and they said that street will be paved for the show. And guess what? We just drove up it.
You gotta love it.
I tell you,
it's a wonderful show and an absolutely wonderful day. I've seen some great looking cars around here, and you're busy, I'm busy, and all that. But let's look at a few cars, and then we'll get down to work.
Perfect.
All right.
Sounds great, buddy.
Lead on.
Sure. Right over here.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Peter, this is great. Another Canada-only car here. This is a 51 Monarch. It's not a Merc, it's a Monarch.
Yes.
This was your first car?
This is my first car.
How long you had it?
I've had it 31 years.
Wow. Tell me the story.
I bought it when I was 18, when I got my beginner's license. And I saw an ad in the paper, and I got my brother to drive me, and I loved the car. This was it. And when I bought the car, I negotiated for it, had to get my brother to drive it home.
Because you didn't have a license.
I didn't have a license, and so quick as a wink, I went to go get a license. And it took me 7 tries and almost a year before I got my license.
You went after your license 7 times?
I did.
I'm not sure I want to go for a ride with you actually, but
Well, I've had practice ever since.
Well, that's true, and and the car is no worse for the wear.
That's right.
Now, how about this? Did this come with it, the visor?
That was on it when I bought the car.
It's cool.
Plexiglass, green. I've never seen another one, because as you can see the cracks in it.
Yeah.
When you meet a truck, it goes like this. And so you will wonder if it's going to stay there, but
it has for a long time.
Yeah.
And the interior is cool. You must have redone that.
Yes. I bought the material myself and sewed it myself on my wife's sewing machine.
You're kidding, really?
No, it's the whole thing. I got $137 invested in this interior.
You have spared absolutely no expense, have you?
That's right.
Do you still have the flathead in it?
Yes.
Pop the hood. Let's have a look at it.
I use it on a regular basis, and it's a working engine, so it's not perfect.
But it pulls the car around, and it's the original engine, huh?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's a flathead 256, bored out 60 thou.
Wow. Well, I love the car, but it's what you're pulling that got me. Can we go in?
Yes.
Oh, this is too cool. It's tight, isn't it?
It is close.
But it's usable.
Yes,
it's functional.
Yeah, everything's here. The furnace, the refrigerator, stove.
I mean, all the comforts of home.
That's right.
I love the tablecloth.
Well, the tablecloth is my favorite Christmas gift. My wife got me the shower curtain.
Oh, it's actually a shower curtain.
It's a shower curtain, and that's a 51 Mercury, but
it's the same thing. Basically.
Same car, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's the trailer?
The trailer, well, I washed it off.
It's a shower curtain.
Yeah, that's right. It got water on it and washed off. So.
Well, I tell you, I love the car. I love the trailer, but I tell you, Peter, I love the story the most, I think. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Great car. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Kevin, this is a great car, and I mean, this is a New Brunswick car.
This is.
This is a Canadian car, not just Canadian, it's New Brunswick. These were built right here, right?
Built in St. John, New Brunswick, yeah, for 2 years.
And this is a 75 Bricklin.
75 Bricklin SV-1. And actually, these are not painted. They're acrylic, and the pigment's right in the acrylic plastic, and the cars were vacuum formed, the panels, and then fused to fiberglass, and the color was right in there with the idea that you could actually wet sand out any scratches and not lose your color.
Well, it's true. Now, of course, one of the icon features of the Bricklin is the gull wing doors.
Yeah, Malcolm Bricklin said it had to have gull wing doors, and they were considered a safety feature because, believe it or not, it took a lot less space to open this door when you're parked in a parking lot. So,
really?
yeah.
Does it kind of goes more straight up?
Yeah, more straight up. It has less needs less clearance than a standard door.
Now, but I remember hearing they're electric powered.
They're electric over hydraulic. Yeah.
And if you lost your battery, you were sort of screwed, right?
You were, yeah. Yeah, you were.
Either inside or outside.
Yes. For 75 to see a gull wing door car, you know.
And it was a bold move, actually, to be building. It was government backed, kind of.
Richard Hatfield, our premier at the time, was a single guy, and he wanted to bring jobs into Atlantic Canada, so he decided to build a car, and this is the car they decided to build. And in the end, the province actually had controlling interest in the whole company, which is kind of rare for any kind of government in Canada. And they literally shut the plant down in 1975 in September. A lot of controversy with the politics. About $100,000 per car it cost the province to build this car.
Are you kidding me? What did they sell for?
The cars sold for $99.99 US. They weren't even actually available in Canada. We couldn't get them.
No kidding.
The Auto Pact wouldn't allow them to sell them in Canada. So.
Holy cow, what a story. Now, these were powered by 351 Cleveland engines, Ford engines, right?
Originally, they were actually a 360 engine. And in 74,
you mean an AMC engine?
AMC engine, yeah. And you could get a 4-speed, but then AMC couldn't keep up in supply, so they made a deal with Ford, and every vehicle, the remaining 74s and all the 75s, actually got a 351.
Yeah, which is a good bulletproof, workhorse engine. Go ahead and close her up. I want to see that front end again. Now, you're telling me you always wanted one of these.
I always wanted a Bricklin. When I was 12 years old, our premier ran his campaign on this car, and he drove one around in his campaign, and my dad had a service station in Heartland, New Brunswick, and that's where he was from, our premier, Richard Hatfield. I remember him pulling in with a 75 Bricklin, this exact color, and he opened those gull wing doors, and I was 12 years old. A crowd came around the car, and I thought, someday I'm going to buy one of these cars.
And you did.
And I did.
Well, and you brought it out to this show here in Moncton, New Brunswick. I just think it's wonderful. Kevin, I love your car.
Thank you.
Well, John, this is an absolutely beautiful and very bright 67 Chrysler Imperial convertible, right?
Convertible, yes.
Oh, man. This is a gorgeous car. I don't know that I've ever seen one.
I guess the main reason you haven't seen many of them, there was only 577 of those produced.
Well, I love the yellow color,
Yeah.
but I think it's this green interior that just makes this car.
Yeah.
You must have restored the interior.
The interiors have to be all totally restored also by a professional in St. John's
But
area.
correct pattern, correct color?
Correct pattern, colors.
Even the black stripes, the accents?
Even the black stripes, yeah.
And the wood in it is excellent, too.
This is a wood grain kit that I'd done myself, really. I just took off the old stuff and
refinished it yourself?
Refinished it, and well, I know it's all brand new wood.
Oh,
veneer that was
holy cow, really?
Epoxied onto the backing and then finished off with a clear.
You didn't screw around, did you?
It took me a while.
And I love the rear end. You talk about a stately looking car.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this just, that is.
It's with this car, the whole back of it lights up in the nighttime. It looks really impressive after dark.
That's got to look awesome. And are those Imperial turndowns too? Is that?
Yes.
Wow, is that like an aftermarket or?
That is.
Or is that a dealer option?
That's just ordinary turndowns, which I converted with Imperial medallions.
Oh, I like that. That's really nice. You can start selling those.
Well, yeah, I can say that's a very rare option for this car.
That's a pretty rare car too. Now, so what power is this baby?
This is a 440, which is a standard engine for the Chrysler Imperial.
The 440 was standard in that car?
440.
Wow. Oh yeah, nice looking. Now, and did you redo the engine too?
The engine has been, that was all done also. Everything pretty well underneath there has been either reconditioned or replaced.
Wow. So how does she run?
Oh, it runs like a dream. It just floats along the highway. It's it's a real treat to drive.
I really do love this car. It's a beautiful car, and I think you got the only '67 Chrysler convertible. Imperial convertible
I
here.
don't think there's any problem there.
John, thanks for bringing it down.
Thanks very much, Dennis. Nice talking to you.
Beautiful ride. Yeah. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Gary, I love this car. Subtle, old school, 53 Chevy business coupe, right?
Yes, business coupe.
But it's got a back seat.
I put that in myself to have some grandchildren, so I wanted something for the grandchildren to ride in.
I mean, you really got it like a late 50s, early 60s look to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm an old car nut from a long time back when I was a kid, and I always wanted to have one of these cars with these kind of sculptures and these kind of little effects, and so I built it sort of as if it was built back in 1959.
It's got that look. It definitely has that look. I loved your interior. Black car, but man, this red and white interior pops, doesn't it?
It does kind of jump out, compared to the cars that you look on the lots today, right? I mean, the chrome, and this is a 55 Chevy wheel. The light switches and wiper switches and that type of thing are out of a 55 Chevy. The gauges are more modern gauges, 12-volt gauges, but...
Well, you shaved everything off of it, too.
Yeah, the handles are gone in ornamentation. And
now, back in 53, this would have come with a 6-cylinder engine.
Right, yes, it did, yeah.
You don't still have that, do you?
Let's look.
I mean, most people are going to slam a 350 in one of these, or, you know, 3 stroke car.
Might have been thought about in GM's engineering department, but it certainly wasn't on the market in 53.
Oh, that looks, I love opening this up and seeing the 6. That just looks awesome. And but you've souped it up a bit, too.
Yeah, that was like the late 50s tricks. Like you would have only had a flat head or a 6-cylinder that a young lad would have been able to afford back in the late 50s, you know. So you put the mild street cam in, which I did. I put the Offenhauser intake with the twin carburetor set up. Those are just regular Rochester carburetors. So.
Well, she is an absolutely beautiful car, and I just love the subtle old school touches you got. This baby caught my eye. Roger, what a cool 69 Bronco, and man, you do not see these. Most of these have returned to the earth.
Yes, I've been fairly lucky. I bought it back in 1989, and it was in relatively good shape, but the only problem was it was ugly, and there was quite a few rust spots in it, and over the years I've torn it apart, and obviously this is the end result.
So it wasn't nice red and white back then?
No, it was brown.
It was brown.
It was brown. It was
you say
brown.
that with a certain disdain.
It was brown with bias ply tires.
Ooh, man.
So, type of thing. So today it's kind of a cool truck to have, and lots of great fun in the summer.
You are open to the world in this baby, and I love the interior. The black and white interior really sets the red off. That's great.
Well, I have to tell you about the seats. You know, most of these seats, typically especially the back seat, they were brown seats, and you just go down to a local hardware store, you get yourself some vinyl spray, and you paint those seats.
These seats are painted? These are the original seats?
These
you just painted them?
These are painted seats.
You can do that?
Oh yeah, very much so. $10 for a can of vinyl spray paint. You pull the thing apart every 2 years, you redo it. Just looks real cool. It
does look cool. It's awesome. And how about the roll bar?
The roll bar was from the same hardware store actually, and what it is, it's
good customer.
It's electrical conduit. As you can see, the 90-degree bend, and you get a bend here and a bend up there. And what you do with it, you just weld it in place, smooth out your welds, and get yourself a roll bar.
Well, you know, and with these, it's a good idea to have a roll bar because there's not a lot between you and the earth if they start going over.
Very much so, but what you do with these things to stiffen them up, I actually double shocked it, and very, very improved suspension on it.
Well, I saw your badging. That 302, you've actually got a 302 in this?
First year 302. Here, I'll show you this.
That's a lot of engine for a little thing like this.
It's just perfect. That's just perfect.
That's perfect. Well, let's have a look at it. Oh, yeah. Well, it's packed in there, isn't it?
That's right, and as you can see, 302 first year, still got the old oil bath scenario on it as such.
In 69, it still had an oil bath.
Oil bath, points, real basic stuff. I put in a power steering and I put in a power brake. Otherwise, everything is like...
It's built like a truck.
Built like a truck.
Is this something you drive? I mean, have you driven it all those years you've had it?
I've always driven it. We, as a family, probably put at least 1,000 miles a year on it. And
no kidding.
It's just wonderful, especially in the summer. You take the top off and away you go.
Well, man, I'm so glad you brought it out. It's certainly the only one here. And for me, this has made the show.
Well, that's great. Appreciate it.
Oh, man. The Atlantic Nationals up here in Moncton, New Brunswick is just a great event. 4 days of fun in a fantastic setting. You just can't beat it.